Pokemon Memory Lane, Episode 3.
Hello Pokemon nerds, Pokemon Nerd Tyler with you, and today we have another Pokemon Memory Lane episode. It's a series that I started where I talk about Pokemon memories from my childhood, and I hopefully try not to bore you with them. I feel like they're really cool, fun stories that I want to share with all you guys, because maybe you were like, oh man, I remember that, or oh wow, I didn't realize that that's how it was back in the day because you're a younger crowd. But all you people that are my age or even older and like, wow, I forgot about that. And today we're talking about glitches.
Friends?
Now I've already talked about some glitches or glitches maybe in the very first memory lane one. I'm going to talk about my 3 favorite glitches in the Pokemon Red or Blue, even Yellow game systems that you could do that came out when they were the very first Pokemon games that came out on the original Game Boys. These glitches were used to, make the game easier, or they were just fun stuff. The first glitch I'm going to talk about, glitch number 1, we're going to talk about is glitch Pokemon. Glitch Pokemon were like this kind of like scattered or digitalized little square box things. They weren't actual real Pokemon, but and remember in the games, in the Pokemon Red and Blue, you would kind of like walk around. If you take certain steps or go to certain areas on the map and hit certain buttons, a glitch Pokemon would come up, and it would kind of look like these. And they were the weirdest things. They were missing no or missing number, something like that. That's what they were called, and they're really weird. If I remember right, though, you couldn't catch them because it would actually end up messing with your game system and ruining it. It was like a virus, in which I don't know if they had viruses, if it was actually considered a virus, but it would mess up your game, and so you couldn't actually catch them. If you did catch them, you didn't want to save it because, yeah, your season or series or whatever you called it would be messed up. So, but they were very weird, and I remember as a kid we always thought it was Mewtwo, and that's what we always considered it because we didn't know. And I don't know if that was the actual real thing, but I just remember as a kid we were always like, I think it's Mewtwo, or it's Mewtwo. But yeah, don't catch them. But they were super weird and super cool, and I remember we would always just catch them anyways, and then we'd mess up our thing, and we had to unsave it, or we'd have to start over our series because it was all messed up. But that is my number 1 favorite glitch in the game. My number 2 favorite glitch. And I should mention that this is probably no in particular order. I'm just saying my top 3, okay? So don't get it twisted. Maybe glitch Pokemon were not my actual number 1. I'm just saying that's the first one I'm talking about, alright? Alright, the number 2 glitch I'm going to talk about, in which I actually did talk about it briefly in my first Memory Lane episode, was the unlimited rare candies. There was lots of steps, and I actually had to look it up, and I wrote it down, all the steps you would have to do to get unlimited rare candies. In which, if you don't know what a rare candy is, it's pretty much just something that you would feed your Pokemon and then it would level up 1 level. But if you had unlimited ones, you could max them out at level 100, and then you're golden, and everybody would have 6 level 100 Pokemon. It was kind of a glitch that everyone eventually found out, but like I said, I had to go on and Google it, and I'm going to go over these steps, and I will actually put the link in my description below of the website that I used to remind myself of all the steps you had to take to get the unlimited amount of rare candies. But it was like, back in the day, you didn't have Google where you could just go and look up these kind of things. Like, it's crazy thinking about just word of mouth or figuring out on your own of how to get these like glitch Pokemon or get the unlimited candies. Like, I was just thinking that as I was writing these all down, and after I got done Googling it. Anyways, but yeah, so to get the unlimited candies, there was like 7 main steps you had to do, and I did write it down, like I said. So the first step you had to do is you had to travel to Viridian City, and then after you get to Viridian City, you have to make sure you put a rare candy as the number 6 in your item list, so it had to be number 6. So you'd have other items in there, escape rope or whatever, but rare candy had to be number 6. And that was another thing too, is you had to have at least one rare candy to do the unlimited rare candy. So make sure you don't use all your rare candies. Save one at least if you're gonna go back and try this now, But that was another thing too. If you used your last rare candy, then you were screwed. Anyways, so put number 6 as the rare candy on the item list, and then you gotta go talk to the weird bald dude. All right, he's on the path. Go talk to him. He's gonna ask you. He's gonna ask you if you're in a hurry, and you want to make sure you say no. All right. After you're done talking to that dude, he's gonna ramble on for a little bit, maybe. Blah 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 blah. Then you gotta fly to Cinnabar Island. All right. Once you get to Cinnabar Island, you gotta go to the western coast of the island and use the item or use the move Surf. All right. Gotta have a Pokemon that knows Surf. Like me, I always had Blastoise because I always chose Squirtle for whatever reason. I had Pokemon Blue. Squirtle was my dude. Wartortle was my dude. Blastoise was my main dude. All right. And then you gotta run away from a missing number or a missing note, which is that glitch Pokemon that I was just talking about as my first top 3 glitches in the game. So you gotta find one of those missing numbers or missing no's, Mewtwo as we thought, and then you gotta run away from it. All right, don't catch it. Like I said, it screws up your game. All right, and then after you do all those steps, then you're gonna have unlimited candies. But remember, if you want to keep on doing it, don't use your last candy. So if I remember right, you don't actually have like unlimited. You just have to keep on doing this over and over and over, and then you get more rare candies. It just gives you a lot of them. All right. So everyone had max level 100 Pokemon because the rare candy cheat. My third and final glitch I'm going to talk about in my top 3 is the trading glitch, which I don't know if this is a real known glitch, but me and my brother figured it out, and we were in daycare, so we had lots of friends that all played Pokemon too, and we did this glitch a whole bunch. So I can't remember what, back in the day, like I talked about my first memory lane, when you traded, you had to have the stupid trading cord, and you plugged your 2 Game Boys together, and you would trade Pokemon. But sometimes you had this awesome Pokemon, like let's use Charizard as a reference, or reference, and you wanted to give it to your friend because you like your friend and you're a nice person and you want them to have a Charizard as well. But to trade, you would have to give up your Charizard to give a Charizard to them. But you didn't want to lose your Charizard, right? Right? So what you would do is, in the middle of a trade, before the trade was actually finalized, you would like turn off your Game Boy or rip out the trading cord. One of those two, but I think it was turning off your Game Boy. And if you turned it back on, both parties would have to do it. So you would have to turn off your Game Boy and your friend would have to turn off their Game Boy. And you would still have your Charizard, and your friend, actually I don't think your friend did turn off his Game Boy. I can't remember. Don't try it now, because or do try it and see what happens in whatever. But anyways, so you would somehow keep your Charizard and your friend would also have the Charizard. So it just duplicated the Pokemon, but you still kept your Pokemon. You just had to make sure you turned off your Game Boy before the trade was actually finalized. It was really cool, and we all had Blastoises, we all had Charizards, we all had Venusaurs, we all had Chanseys or whatever. It was awesome, and you didn't lose your Pokemon, and you made your friend happy because they got that Pokemon as well. It worked every time until the very last time we tried it, and it was the very last time we tried it was the last time because it completely wiped my whole brother's Game Boy. He was trading probably a Charizard to his friend, and he did the trick, turned it back on his Game Boy to make sure he still had his Charizard, and his whole game was wiped. So you had to start completely over, which honestly I probably wouldn't mind, because I just like playing the game anyways, and if you already beat the game, you might as well just start over and do it all over again, maybe choose a different Pokemon in the very beginning. But yeah, so it complete wiped it. That was the last time we tried it, but I'm telling you, numerous times we did it, and it worked every time. It was awesome. we all had the best Pokemon, and we didn't have to work for it because it was a little cheat that we discovered. I don't know how we did it, how we discovered it. I think my brother just turned it off his Game Boy by accident, or dropped it, because back in the day, if you dropped it, your Game Boy would just turn off. Unlike now, you know, probably wouldn't happen, but if you dropped your Game Boy, a lot of times it would just turn off. So yeah, so we all had duplicate Pokemon. It was awesome. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this memory lane of Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed me rambling on about my favorite glitches in the original Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. If you like what you saw, please give me a subscribe, please give me a thumbs up, and Thunder Punch that notification bell. Thank you.